1923 rolled in like a curse. Should have stayed on the mainland, cause it couldn't have been worse. I climbed aboard Patience, already thin, and instantly knew I would not win. Next to me, Skank's phone volume on blast. Fanny helmets clinging to a chemically ruined past. TikTok level tragic, no shame, no clue. I prayed for derailment or airborne swine flu. This was not a train, it was purgatory. To an afternoon lost, to chaos and doom. I cranked my balls to the edge of pain and still absorbed every gobshite spray. Across from me, FaceTime hell broke wide. She screamed at her man while I tried not to cry. He showed up screaming before we set off, and my nervous system just shut the fuck off. Then Foster's guy, half shirt, weird glare, chugging warm lager like he wasn't aware. Fizzy piss dripping, chin like a sponge. I questioned my fare and my will to expunge. This is not the train, it's a piss take. I paid $11.50 for a rage headache. I came for peace, I left unmade, and I'm never quite emotionally paid. Behind me a man curled tight to the glass, muttering hate as the minutes drag past. These fucking weirdos should be released. He said it so low like a feral priest. This is not a train, it's public abuse, a steel-clad zoo of mental misuse. I demand Southeastern company therapy and a scented fucking candle. Lavender, obviously. The fight broke out before we left. A right hook, a scream, a schedule theft. The conductor caught it, Southeastern style. I sat in my seat, broken and hostile. We hadn't even moved, and I was done. My bow's at max, my patience gone. I had work to do, I had a plan, but I got derailed by a nutty old man. And through it all, one thought wouldn't hide. I love the island, there's beauty inside, but they brought hell to the seaside. Right. This is not a train, it's a soul-crushing roll. For every screamer, slurper, sniffer, and urinal gargling troll. I bought a return, but never came whole, and Southeastern still owes me my soul.
Okay, that was Grim Kitten. And the name of the song is 1323. Is that Sheppey Island Train? I think so. Yeah. So, my thoughts on this. It sounded familiar to me. I'm not sure where I've heard that type of music before, but it definitely had a kind of a nostalgic feel for me. So yeah, I really liked it. She always, I feel like Grim Kitten always does really good music. Lyrically especially, like she's keeps introducing me to new things. So yeah, I always like her stuff.
Cool, cool, cool. My feedback. So I was at first when I first started playing, I was trying to figure out this is rock, but not like rock. It's something else. And I was like, oh, this has got that ska feel. That's what I'm hearing, like the punk ska kind of thing. And I liked it, and it was really fun.
Hmm.
The lyrics and the writing style were thought provoking. My reflection on that is it was fun to try to figure out what they were saying
Yeah.
because there was a complexity and it to me was a bunch of euphemisms about I don't know, just different things that are happening while this train is so that brings me to the storyline. If it wasn't as easy as I'd liked it to be, but that doesn't take away from it because it moved. Like everything was arranged in the story about starting and then ending, and you got to the end point with no kind of there was some traveling in the lyrics.
Hmm.
The arrangement was great. Instruments were great. The vocal performance is really good. I do like that sound. You don't really hear it a lot sometimes. I'm sure there's a whole group of people who could show me something like that, and I could get, hear that sound. But I mean, even on the radio, I don't think on Radio Epic we have a song that is a ska song.
No.
So yeah, and I'd love to bring some on. That would be totally great. Um, so yeah, that's my feedback. I liked the song. It was great. It was fun. It had energy.
Awesome. I want to make sure. Am I still coming in pretty clear? Anybody hear me? Eric?
Oh, I thought you were talking to them. Yeah, I
Oh,
can hear you.
okay. I just want to make sure. I am talking to kind of everybody. I turned off a setting, so I got rid of that echo. I just want to make sure it didn't turn me off.
Okay, great.
Okay, they can hear both of us. Good. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'll pull up my next song here. Who's it by? Let's see what we got. Oh, we already did that one last week. Next one past that is Into the Ether. It's the band, and the song is called Enough. And it's a rock song. It's a YouTube video, so. Come on, give me the link. There we go.
It's the dog park. The old cone of shame, right?
It's called an Elizabethan collar. There's nothing shameful about it.
You say you want the fire, but only when it's tame. You want the heat without the burn, the glory without the flame. You bite into the moment, spit it out the same. You're always chasing louder, but it's never enough. You feel it rising under your skin. You swear this time you're diving in, but it's never enough. It's never enough. You want the rush, but not the fall. You want it all. It's never enough. It's never enough. You taste the spark, then kill the dark, and say that's enough. You stand outside the thunder, begging for control. You shake the cage for power, but never lose your hold. You say you want the chaos, but only for the show. You light the fuse, then let it go. You hear it screaming in your head. You want it louder, you want it fair, but it's never enough. It's never enough. You want the climb without the edge, the crown, the pledge. It's never enough. the choke. It's never enough. It's never enough. You scream for more, then shut the door and say that's enough.
Okay. Wow. So, real quick side comment. I'm gonna comment on the video first before the song. I just want to point out how amazing AI is getting, because that looked like a real person. I even noticed subtleties, like when I was looking at his eyes. He almost had like a lazy eye, kind of like. It's it's crazy how good AI is getting, and that was a well-made video.
A lazy eye.
It did. He did. He almost had a like his eye was
Okay.
his eye was a little bit off. Like it wasn't straight. Like it wasn't completely symmetrical. So, but in
It's
any
all good. It's all good.
in any case, now I'll comment on the song. Like the song. I was jamming to it. It had a nice rock feel to me. Kind of reminded me of some of like later 90s, early 2000s rock, I guess, if I had to categorize it. And didn't hear too many AI sounding lyrics. Every now and then words like spark and stuff like that were used, but you know, you can't always avoid it every time. But um, it that's one word I try to stay away with. There's a few words I try to stay away from, just because I know in this day and age people hear those words and they're like, oh, it's AI, it's garbage. And it's like, well, we don't get to ban every word out there just because, I like some words, and I don't like the fact that I have to stay away from them all the time just because if you use them, they're like, oh, automatically it's AI. So, anyways, that's my thoughts and feelings on it.
Cool. Cool. Well, I loved the lyrics. It was structured so good. It was like verse, chorus. Let's bring them back with another verse. Then we hit the instrumental bridge. And then at the end, we were back at the chorus, and it was just wrapping it all in a nice package. That was great. Um, at first, when it first came in, I said, "Oh yeah, this is funk metal," and then I was like, "But why does it?" Just at the beginning, when you just hear the first couple notes, it sounded like a '90s grungeist kind of sound. But then I immediately knew it wasn't that. So it was just an observation, just kind of like the beginning, and it was good. Like I like whatever sound that was that I got, that feeling, that emotion. It was good. Um, Going back to the lyrics with the enough, they do say that when is enough in love and war, because that's the two that, what is enough. Um, and the instrumental bridge, now that was really nice with those synths it brought in. And then the bass kind of dropping in layers like tiers. It was like, "Boo-doo-doo, boo-doo-doo." It was really nice. And I love the way that was captured there. Overall, great song. I mean, you're right all about that, Walter. The AI is getting better. Every version is getting better and better, and making more and more sense by creating these songs that are starting to sound, like you could hear them on the radio. And that was my original goal with Radio Epic. It was like, look, I'm looking for songs that could sound like they're on the radio,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what I found. So this song kind of does that. Like it really was nice.
Yeah, I agree. All right, so next one is by one of our own, Jeffrey Skinner. The Ups and Downs, which he got a little flack for that in the Monday Post group for titling it that, but it's not because of the name of the song. He put apostrophes after the UPS, like in between the P and S, and then downs. He put apostrophe. So the guy was like, "What? Did your kid write this? What's going on?" So I don't know. He might have just missed it. But in any case, um, I like Jeff's music, and we will get the link. Let me get it into the player here. Oh, you really put the apostrophe in the title up there too. Okay. All right. There we go.
Yeah. It starts quiet, like this.
Just like that.
Met you in a moment that I didn't plan. Coffee cup shaking in my nervous hands. You laughed, time paused, I leaned in slow. Didn't know then what I'd come to know.
You were all rhythm, a curious spark. Talking about dreams under streetlight dark. Every word felt like it fit just right, like a soft little melody late at night. We ride the highs, we feel the lows. That's just the way this whole thing goes. From butterflies to steady flows, the ups and downs of love.
A little sweet, a little rough,
but somehow it's always enough.
We learn the rhythm as we go.
The ups and downs of love.
Late night drives with the windows down, your hand in mine as we cruise downtown. Laughing about nothing, everything too. Felt like the whole world started with you. Missed calls, long talks, plans we'd break. Every little risk we were willing to take. Fell into patterns, soft and deep. Love got louder without a peep. Then came silence where the music played. Words got sharp and the colors faded. Packed my things but I left my pride. Truth is I never left your side.
We said goodbye like we meant it true, but every road kept leading to you. Tried to move on, tried to pretend,
but some songs don't really end.
We ride the highs, we feel the lows. Sometimes it breaks before it grows. Through every tear, through every note, the ups and downs of love.
So we met again where it all began.
Same little table,
same shaky hands.
This time slower,
this time sure.
Love ain't perfect,
but it's pure. Ring in my pocket, heart in my throat. Every word rehearsed that I almost forgot. Dropped to a knee, yeah, you laughed then cried. Said yes before I finished my line.
White dress glowing in a summer breeze. Dancing barefoot, vows said easy. Two imperfect souls in a perfect scene. Building forever on in between.
Morning chaos, toys on the floor.
Little feet running through the door.
Bills stack high, time runs fast,
but we still find our way back.
Gray in your hair, laugh lines deep.
Promises made that we still keep.
Through every storm, every phase,
still got that first night haze. We ride the highs, we feel the lows. From first hello to growing old. Through every turn this river flows. The ups and downs of love.
A little warm,
a little tough.
Still somehow it's more than enough.
A lifetime learning as we go.
The ups
and downs of love.
Yeah.
Still swinging,
still riding.
The ups and downs of love.
So, first thing I'm going to say is, I don't know if Jeff's submitted that one to radioepic.com, but he needs to. If he hasn't, for jazz, because I don't remember hearing that on station, and that's a really good song. You know, my feedback of it is, I see he has a pretty good structure set up here. You know, I'm kind of looking at his song structure and his prompt structure. He's got, you know, the flow set up properly, and his I mean, the whole concept of the song was beautiful to me, and it was kind of just a chill, relaxing song for me. So that's what I liked about it.
Cool, cool. You know, just in general, let me just start with this. Who doesn't love a good jazzy snazzy song? Like, come on. Like, once it gets you going, I mean, in a different way, you know, it's like every sort of genre of music sort of puts yourself and your inner self in a place. And as soon as you hear the jazz music, you're in that place. So that's just the first. Everybody loves a jazz song. Who doesn't? I don't haven't heard one at all from anyone at the radio station that did a bad jazz song when we had a jazz competition.
Mhm.
We actually were competing against each other, and it was totally fun. It was really neat because of the feedback you got, which we kind of created in that centrifuge there. But anyways, back to the story. Okay, so he is an amazing storyteller. Jeff has impressed me when I first saw, heard his music and saw what he was putting out, and that sold me. So he is on our team at Radio Epic. So I'm disclosure. Everybody knows. Okay. Um, the theme about love can be tough sometimes. Everybody knows love isn't perfect, and if we could make it perfect, we would. But I love that the introspective affirmation in the song was "Love ain't perfect," and then she said that, and then you were like, "Yep, it ain't. It's not. It's beautiful, but it's not perfect." I like the trumpet at the end, and it was a great duet. I will say this: I think Suno is definitely improving on the duet side. I remember if you try to do a duet, it would just screw it all up. I mean, totally horrible, like gone. But now it seems to be doing better, like understanding that and passing the lyrics and actually obeying the prompts that you're giving it. So I love the song. It's great. I love Jeff. It's amazing. Thank you.
Nice. Okay. Um, Next song is actually by you, Woody Fox. I can't see the full title because it's cut off in the spreadsheet, so I'll just link it in there and see what we get. Here's a Suno song, so let's see. Tales from the Party. What we got here? Oh, so this is must be something from like a D&D campaign or something like that. So I'll just give that context. What's it? I see the the original says Swaggery Mage and then Tales from the Party. So yeah. All right, there we go.
We came from dust. We came from dust. From dungeons, dawn and danger. Pull up a chair. Hear a legend from a stranger. We wrap our tales from the fire. Steel and spell, blood and choir. From the catacombs up to the spires. Every scar is a line in the saga we inspire. We wrap our tales. No scribes, no choir. Just a circle of fools in a heart full of fire. I'm the mage with the ink-stained hands. Burn my name in the mountain sands. Turned a whole siege into drifting glass. For a girl I loved who would never ask. I barred and sleep for a taste of truth. To a door in the air, step through my youth. Left friends as ghosts in the mirrored room. They still call my name when the candles bloom. Walk in the rafters, rings on my teeth. Laughing at kings while they clutch their grief. Lifted a crown from a sleeping head. Left a copper coin in a sprig of red. I pocket secrets, I lockpick fate. Just a princess, just a dodge a gate. If you feel light fingered at your side tonight, it's only me tugging on your pride, alright. We wrap our tails round the fire. Steel and spell, blood and choir. From the catacombs up to the spires. Every scar is a line in the saga we inspire. We wrap our tales. No scribes, no choir. Just a circle of fools and a heart full of fire. Warrior hero, shield all nerve armor. Like a prayer that I don't deserve. Held the bridge till the planks ran red. Slept 3 nights in a stable instead. I've heard steel sing, it's all for him. Felt my courage crack at the breaking rim. But I still stand when the world leans in. Cause someone has to lose so the small can win. Barbarian braids full of bone and bark. Laugh so loud it can tear the dark. Drink a storm once, eat raw thunder. Spider back out, split clouds asunder. I fight for the dope at the end of fear. For the kid in the crowd who can't yet cheer. If I break this world with my open hand, it's just to build a better patch of land. into the grave dirt low. Drew it with moss in a wild hair glow. We passed this verse like a torch in the rain. Every rhyme a rune, every bar a chain. I'm the necro soft voice sharp bet. Room full of skulls that I still regret. I learned to listen where the heart beats and the silence there calls me friend. I don't raise dead, I raise last chances. Let old vows finish their broken dances. If I walk with shadows along my track, it's cause the fallen has to wander back. Drew it in the tree line, dirt in my nails, forest in my lungs, blood in my tails. Once turned into crows at the Dodger spear. Once rooted as an oak for 100 years. I watched empires rot like fruit, gold crowns crumble to stubborn roots. So I speak for the creek and the hungry stone, for every wild thing that dies alone. We wrap our tails round the fire, steel and spell, blood and quiet. From the catacombs up to the spires, every scar is a line in the saga we inspire. We wrap our tails, no scribes, no choir, just a circle of fools in a heart full of fire. So if your path feels cracked and thin, pull out close, let the story begin. We are misfits, myths, and broken steel. But in this verse, we're the legends that you feel. We're the legends that you feel.
Okay. Pause that again. All right. So, obviously, this was talking about a story and something to do in maybe a campaign or something like that. I like the style of it. Had a cool, hip hop flow to it, and I like. I mean, I personally like songs like that. I know those songs aren't for everybody, but I make songs like this sometimes. So, things that have to do with that fantasy realm, or telling a story about something like that. Um, I always really enjoy. So for me, the song was a win. I liked it.
Cool. So, this happened last time. You guys did this to me. You gave me a game song and didn't tell me it was a game song because I couldn't read the screen because the font was small. So I get into giving my comments and I'm like, "What is it about?" You're all like, "Dude, it's a game. It's his character. It's his avatar, whatever." I'm like, "Oh, okay." Then it made sense. So immediately when this song started, I got these goblin vibes, and I'm saying goblin vibes because we love and loathe goblins over at Radio Epic. We have a little inside joke about it. So this song was like, "Oh, I like this song." I did like the hip hop lyrics that it had. That was, I mean, kind of hip hop ish like lyrics. Um, and the song does. I mean, these gaming songs, I'm finding like more and more people are making them, and they're doing them for fun, not for like musical quality. And that's the difference. If you enjoy them for their musical quality, then they're gold. But if you try to critique them as a song, because you don't know the context, it falls apart and you lose your connection with your audience, your listener. But other than that, this was a fun song. I liked listening to it.
Yeah. Okay. Me too. All right. Next one. We have one by Unique Productions. She has a few in a row, so I'm gonna play one and then jump around some to get more in. But this one is called Later in Life, and it's here.
By chance, but it feels so right. Both did have scar, but we still a fight. Took it slow, but we found a way. You're coming on my life, turn my night to day. We take time to find a space, then you step in, change up the place like the stars. Them guide we to the scare we are love. We never want miss, then it hits just like a wave. Real love, no need for change. Took it slow, can't push away.
Me, I tell you, baby, love it come like a wave. We rise above, no time for behave. We walk the journey, no rush the pace. True love for life, we know we place. Yeah, we share the vision, we share the dream. Not just a fling, we know what we mean. From the struggle, now we strong together. We hold on, life go on.
We are built together, no more fighting. We changing the game, hearts alighting. No, we stronger, hearts align. Found forever, your mind and yours entwined. We take time, we find a space, then you step in. Change up the place like the stars. Them guide we to this cave we are love. We never want miss, then it hits. Just like a wave. Real love, no need for change. Took it slow, but now we near. Later in life, love crystal clear. Later in life, we found our way. This kind of love we can't push away.
Me heart a beat for you, love it true. No more running, me I stick with you. From the start,
Me knew
it was you.
together we're strong, that's all we do. Then it hit, just like a wave. Real love, no need for change. Took it slow, but now we near. Later in life, love crystal clear. Later in life, we found our way. This kind of love we can't push away. Later in life, love perfect, true. Me find my heart, me find it too.
All right. Yeah. Nope. You started. Okay. So, Unique Productions. I don't know if it's a he or she. Sometimes I keep saying she, but it could be a guy. I don't really know, but they do a lot of covers, and I'm not certain. I don't know if that song was a cover or not. You guys have to let me know about that. But I also noticed that the last couple of weeks that Unique's been sharing a lot of reggae stuff, so I feel like they are on a reggae kick right now, which is fine. Like I like the sound of the song well enough. I said before, reggae is not my go-to, but it doesn't sound bad. It's not what I normally listen to myself. Um, but the song had a nice flow and it was easy on the ears. So that's my feedback on it.
I liked it too. You know, lighthearted songs like that are laid back and chill. They're just good vibes. Um, but and I love that. I like the reggae accent. Like that kind of jam is great. I mean, it pulls you in, and if you're a really good lyrist, you can absolutely like make that song sound super good because it lends to itself. Musically, I love the steel drum sound. You don't get to hear that very often in songs. So getting to hear it in this song was very refreshing to hear. It was like, light and bright. It was really nice. It was a duet song, so you got to give them credit for that.
Yeah.
And I've heard this artist before, the Phantom Lounge. I've seen it before, and they're good. I really like what they put out there. So my feedback is I like the song. It was great.
Yeah. Let me see. They're saying that they can hear me, but I'm quiet. And I hesitate to mess with my mic. Hold on. Let's see if I move it a little bit closer. If it'll. Is that better? waiting to see if how I sound, because this mic is very sensitive. Okay, cool. All right, so let me. The next one's by the artist AI Cactus. That's his name. I think he usually does YouTube videos, so I'm assuming that's what it will be. All right.
Big retailers just banned our lighter, and honestly, we're not surprised because we didn't build this thing to sit on a shelf next.
Rain on my window, cold in my cup. Dreams feel warmer. Don't wake me up. Phone keeps ringing. I've heard enough. Truth cuts deeper. Don't wake me up. Don't wake me up. Leave me in blue. This dream is kinder than waking you. Don't wake me up. I've had enough. If love is over, don't wake me Lights go fading, night falls shut. If you still love me, don't wake me up.
Okay, so that was the kind of like, I, you know, I wasn't even very listening to the music because I was, or the lyrics, because I was so just enthralled in the music behind the lyrics. Like, had that. I mean, I know it was more of a blues rock type of genre, but to me, it had that like Purple Rain, from Prince type of feel, where you're kind of listening and just getting lost in the sound of it. So that was for him, like specifically, yeah, Cactus, like that was a nice change of pace. Like I don't usually hear stuff like that from him. So I really enjoyed that one. Like that'd be one I'd probably listen to more than once. Go ahead, Eric.
Okay, so I love a nice ballad. I mean, it's beautiful in so many different ways, and it tells its own kind of story because of its the pace of the music, and how it draws you in and builds on that vocal and gets bigger at the end and then gives you a payoff. It's great. And also writing ballads is not easy. Just be honest with you. I've probably written maybe 4 of them, 4 or 5, and I consider them hard work because I had to regenerate lots of credits to get what I wanted, that deep sound, that smoky vocals, all that fun stuff, and this, was just pulling you in. And I'm sure that this song is not the first render, obviously not. It was fine-tuned to sound like it does, which is beautiful, so I liked it.
Awesome. Okay. I think the next one's called Blood or Moon by Tessa, I believe. Let me get that pulled up for us here.
Two-hour drive and I forgot how to swallow. Mama said you don't have to if you don't wanna, but I do, God I do. What if I have her eyes and I hate them too? What if he looks at me like I'm a refund? What if I look at them and feel nothing? Knuckles white around the photo that the agency sent an October girl in a hospital blanket. Now a woman in a rental car counting exits like sheep. Am I a daughter or a question mark? Are you my blood or are you just my mirror? Are you my home or just a room I never knew? I wore your face for 23 years and never met you, never met you. Are you my blood or are you just my mirror? Will you know me if I don't know you? I've been building you from stories, now the story's in the room. Yeah, doorbell sings and I stop breathing. He opens it slow like I'm a deer that's leaving. She's got my hands down to the shaking. He's got my jaw, same way of breaking into a smile that don't know where to land. Three strangers in a hallway holding hands. Nobody moves, nobody plans. Coffee's cold before we sit down. Photo albums like evidence now. Your first birthday, we weren't there. Your first word, was it mama or unfair? I wanna scream and I wanna stay. Am I allowed to feel both ways? Are you my blood or are you just my mirror? Are you my home or just a room I never knew? I wore your face for 23 years and never met you, never met you. Are you my blood or are you just my mirror? Will you know me if I don't know you? I've been building you from stories, now the story's looking back too. I didn't know what to say, so I said everything. See, I rehearsed this in the shower for a month, but my mouth went dumb. Pulled up to your driveway like a question with no answer. Am I your sum of parts you give away, or a daughter that you prayed for every Christmas? Mrs., Mister, I don't know what to call you. Is it too late to start this? I got your nose and your anxiety and half your medical history. You got a hole in your photo frames where I was supposed to be, and I don't blame you, I don't blame me, I just blame the empty space between the hospital bracelet and this awkward hug in your place. You say I have your smile, but I learned it from TV screens. You say I have this temper, but I learned to bite it in my teens. So who am I if I'm your maybe, if I'm your almost, if I'm your if? Am I the kid you lost or the woman that you get to meet? I need a minute, I need a year, I need the truth without the fear that if I don't feel it right now, then it'll disappear. But your hands are shaking like mine do when the winter comes. So maybe we can start there with the cold we both come from. Are you my blood or are you just my mirror? Are you my home or are you just my name? I wore your face for 23 years and now I know it, now I know. Are you my blood and are you still my mirror? Do you see me? 'Cause I see you. We've been building us from absence, and the absence brought us to this room. To this room. Mom?
Okay, so I'd be really curious to see what Tessa's prompt was for that, because that style reminded me kind of like pentatonics or something. Like it sounded kind of like a cappella almost, and through Suno, trying to do it in any case. It had that same feel to me. The song kind of went a few different places, like had some really good harmonies, and then when it went into the raps part, I was like, oh yeah, this is I'm feeling this. So for me, the song was really good. I liked it. Well structured and well done.
Well, is this a rejection song? Because it sounds like a rejection song. It's like she just kind of came to the conclusion that it's not you, it's not me, it's just gonna happen, and it's just not gonna work. And it's true. It seems like a true story. Like this might have happened to somebody. Because in the lyrics she said, 23 years I gave you, and it kind of told a little bit very intimate about the person's life. Um, Mini hip hop flip was cool. I like that how it jumped into there. It was really nice. Overall, it was a fun song. I enjoyed listening to it.
Nice. Okay. Um, Next one. I think this is the beaches of India. Or we won't get into the tangent of beaches again, I don't think. But um, let me get that. Oops. I think I just closed down another thing here.
I missed the call at 3:17 a.m. You were dying and I was drunk with my friends. I let it go to voicemail cause I thought you'd call back. Now I'm holding the urn and I can't give it back. They dressed you in the suit you hated for church. I didn't pick it out, I was catching a flight to work. Your sister said he'd want you here through her teeth. I said I'm here now and the light caught in my teeth. And the preacher said nothing. They call me the good son, but I was gone. They call me the good son when I came home to a closed casket in a room full of lies. They call me the good son, but I was gone. I was gone. I was gone. Mom keeps you watching the kitchen drawer. It's been 2:14 since 2004. She winds it every Sunday like it'll start. Like time works different in a broken heart. I told her I visited last Thanksgiving. I didn't, I was in Vegas losing and drinking. She nods cause she needs one kid to be good. And I'm playing the part like I knew I should. They call me the good son, but I was gone. They call me the good son when I came home to a closed casket in a room full of lies. They call me the good son, but I was gone. I was gone. I was gone. You taught me how to shave. He taught me how to lie. He taught me how to be a man. By leaving, I was 3,000 miles away when the nurse called. I was 3,000 miles away when he asked for me. I was 3,000 miles away when he stopped asking. I was gone. I was gone. I was gone. 3,000 miles. 3,000 miles. 3,000 miles. I was gone. They call me the good son, but I was gone. They call me the good son, so I play along for a mother who's wrong and a father who's gone. They call me the good son, but I was gone. I was gone, and I'm still gone. And I'm still gone. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I miss the.
Yeah, that was a good song. I don't know if that was about you personally, like if you were the good son in it, or this was just a concept song for you. But as we discussed, it does have a Weezer feel to it, and you confirmed that was an inspiration. So well done. You captured what you were going for, and yeah, that one was easy to kind of get lost into the flow of it. I didn't, I wasn't so focused on. I didn't hear any like uh strongly used AI lyrics or anything like that. Seemed to be well structured, and I really liked the style. So that's my feedback.
Yeah, I agree with everything you put out there. It was a fun song, and it did have that Weezer feel. I mean, and it was nice, and it was fun. But this is where it gets very tricky in the world of AI music. When people start doing songs that are, you know, not really copying, but I'm just saying, like, when you do that, you need to let people know that you're doing that. You don't just, because you put it out there, and then somebody hears it, and then they recognize where it's from or what they're, it just can be a mess. But that doesn't make the song bad. This was not about the song, this is about something else. But the song was fun. I liked it. It was good. Lyrics were I could follow them through, and it was telling that, the chorus told the final story of what was going on. I mean, it was fun. I liked it.
Yeah, me too. Well done, sir.
Oh, it is actually 8 o'clock. So I want to thank everyone here for joining us. I have to go. Really appreciate your musical participation, and I just want you to keep writing, keep making music, because you got this. See you guys next time.
Okay, so he's going. I'm still staying. So, um, I got more time in me. So let me get the next song pulled up. Okay. What do we got next here? Let me play that. Simp Tom. The name of the song is Pitch Black Silence. Okay. That sounds dark and foreboding. Okay. Well, I didn't actually know he was leaving that early, so I apologize for that. I do have a different format, so give me one moment here, and then we'll test it out to make sure it works with you guys. But I'm gonna switch formats here. Where is it? Oh.
The lights go down. The bass comes alive. Welcome to the Warrgrimm After Party!
Late nights, heavy vibes, music without limits. After party, after party.
Warrgrimm.
The night starts now.
Okay, so let me confirm in the chat with me that I'm still coming in okay. Yes, all good. Okay, fantastic. So, I go ahead and throw in the next song here.
Shop Granger. Talk shop for your shop. 1 million industrial grade products backed by 20.
inside my mind, a memory of you still burns when I hear your name. Nothing's lost, but all is broken in my heart. Silent words are spoken. Dreams of you have gone away. You're no more than washed up pain. Now I know their words were true. You are nothing special, nothing new. Ice cold heart, nothing else to find in a bitter soul. Lost faith in you after all this time. Feelings grow so old. All is lost, but nothing's broken. You curse the wounds that you open. Dreams of you have gone away. You're no more than washed up pain. Now I know their words were true. You are nothing special, nothing new. With all these hopes and all these dreams, nobody's ever what they seem. Go away and then return to find everyone is unconcerned. No one's there to ease my mind. No one's there to spend my time. With all these hopes and all these dreams, nobody's ever what they seem. Dreams of you have gone away. You're no more than washed up pain. Now I know their words were true. You are nothing special, nothing new. Nothing new. Nothing new. Nothing new. Nothing new. Nothing
Tide's boosted for smelly work clothes.
So, for one, I'm not angry. I promise. I'm just focusing on a lot of things at once, making sure I, get things transitioning properly. But so for that song, that was a really good song. I liked the genre and the style of it. And I thought, honestly, I thought at first, when by the name of it, Pitch Black Silence, I thought it was going to be like AI super lyrics, but it wasn't that. Had a lot of feeling and emotion in it for me. So yeah, I really enjoyed that one. And it still had a nice, even though it was it was kind of like a soft alternative. I feel like, kind of like what does something like what Blinken does, except softer. If that makes any sense. Um, so that's my feedback for it. Let me get at the next song. Where are we at here? Who's this by? Scrimshaw. Okay, I know him. Next one is called Warmongers. I don't think I've heard this one by him, so. All right.
on, do it dirty. Broken droids getting shirty. 21 ton salute from a giant metal brute. With supersized iron boots crushing my mainframe. War, what is it good for? Politics and money. Wrath, look at the aftermath. Our planet of milk and honey. Sending scanners to drone urban battlefields of bone. Behemoth is full of holes, building crumbles on gold. Charging my railgun, economists are having fun. In sanctuary military silos, skulking bunkers gotta lie low. War, what is it good for? Politics and money. Wrath, look at the aftermath. Our planet of milk and honey. Warmongers sit home to watch, other eye on blood money stock. Battle droids batting the hatch, why won't they talk? Warmongers need not pray, whittle their number days away. Battle droids cannot die, a needle in a mechanical eye. War, what is it good for? Politics and money. Wrath, look at the aftermath. Our planet of milk and honey.
All right. Yeah. Okay. So, I guess some of you had an echo with that. I wasn't hearing it, and then I didn't change anything, so I have no idea what happened in the middle of it. But, um, really interesting song. Musically, I don't know. I don't know if that was like a steel banjo or something like that. The plucking was very prevalent for me. Um, he I'm kind of reading through his prompt here to see what he added to it. Auto tune. I didn't really hear a lot of auto tune. I guess maybe there's a little bit. Um, oh, the electronic guitar. So that's what I was hearing. So in any case, yeah, cool. Cool sounding song. I don't. I was so focused on what was going on that I'm not certain what the song's actually about to me. Like Warmongers is the title of it, so I don't know if it's supposed to be about maybe AI taking over or something like that, or machines or automatons. That's what my guess is, but cool song. Um, and it had a cool sound. I That's my feedback on it. Let's see what I have next here. That was Scrimshaw. Oh, I listened to this one. This is this was shared in the Monday Post group. It's got a really crazy sound. Tornado on the run, and it kind of almost in some way, I don't know, reminds you of a tornado. If that makes any sense, you'll see what I'm talking about.
You know you can be vaping formaldehyde, which is used in taxidermy. Yeesh!
With Expedia, the more Ken travels, the more he earns.
These commercials.
Got this car with
All right, so you guys want to listen to that one again, or? So, my thoughts on that song. Obviously, you know, this is not something I would ever listen to like more than once. Um, but what I think the artist was trying to do is create the chaotic sound, maybe, of what a tornado is. And that's what he was trying to personify in the music. Was no echo effect. You know, it just did have that many layers of weirdness and chaos. So, uh, you know, interesting idea. I'll say that. Um, musically though, it's rough on the ears. It's not doesn't really have a good melody to it or anything, but it has a interesting concept. Um, so creative, but yeah, the weirdness was yeah, the weirdness must have been at 100. No, I don't know if you guys have ever messed with that weirdness at 100, but the song you can't. It's just like listening to the gibberish. I tried it once without even meaning. I meant to adjust the song influence, but instead I did the weirdness, and I'm like, I thought I broke Suno with the song I was making because I was like, what is this? Like, what's happening? And then I figured it out, and I was like, oh, I didn't realize if you turn the weirdness up to 100, it'll just straight up not make any sense at all. So, yeah, don't mess with the weirdness one unless you just actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, he probably did for that song use the weirdness to get that, because I don't know about 100%, but definitely, I could see a 75%. I was just like, when I listened to it the first time on my own, and then the post, I was like, I don't know how I'm supposed to feel about this song. It's very unique, but chaotic, and it gives a level of anxiety. I feel like a tornado's actually about to come and take you out. So, let's see if we can get some. Next one is, I don't know this artist, SK4UN. Oh, actually, I think they were asking about this last time. Shield for Silence. Let's see. Get that one in here. Actually, did preview this one, which get my thoughts on after. Just gonna post it in this for a quick first so you guys have it, but
Empty wall, cold concrete. Tonight, it's just shadows of me. The whispers in the hallway of my mind, they don't have to speak. The noise is just clawing at the glass. I'm just waiting for the storm to pass. Let it scream. Let it scream. Stones come from the dark, trying to find a mark, but I'm turning all to green. And I
guess. I need to tell my Nightbot to chill, huh? What? What are you trying to do? So that's surprising that Linkin Park actually came up on after an AI artist, but okay. Let me. I know. Yeah, the copyright was a close one. I'm like, what is it doing? Like, I'm gonna have to like edit that out or something for when I upload it to YouTube. Okay. And redoing most of my music. So I really don't know, you know, it would indicate like you're getting an echo if I have it playing in two places at the same time, but I don't on my end, so that's why I'm trying to figure out why you guys are getting the echo. But let me see what's up next. Shield Silence, Venom in the Vein. Play Grim Kit, okay. I'll try to work on it while the song plays, see if I can, you know, just let me know if I make any progress with getting rid of it, because I'm not certain why it's doing it. Vein, I just want the one song. You mean play all.
Turn up the taste with the bold flavor of Miracle Whip. Irresistibly tangy.
Each of these little dots represents a CAR T cell, and you have excellent CAR T cells.
Walking slow through velvet ground. Felt it there before the sound. Something moving smooth and clean. Gold beneath the shade of green. It didn't strike, it brushed your skin. Like an invitation. You leaned closer, held your breath. Didn't feel the edge of death. You want a reason you can hold. Something warm instead of cold. But it's already in your veins. Doesn't care about your pain. Stop chasing the snake. It already bit. You're wasting your breath while you're losing it. You scream for the why, like it owes you truth. But the venom's alive and it's killing you. Soft words spoken late at night. Eyes that pulled you in just right.
So yeah, actually, I forgot that I'd listened to her song before. That was a good one. Had kind of like a darkness to it that I liked. Can't really think of who it compares it to. But I do like the song in general, and then I liked her lyrics a lot. So, you know, it's Grim Kitten. So I always, like I said, I always love her work. Was towards the end there? I changed the setting. How was the echo for you guys? Anything different? Or can you guys hear me still? No. I still noticed it. Okay. It was better. I still noticed it. Okay. I don't know. I don't know if it's something to do with latency or. Let me try some. I'm gonna go back to my previous scene that we used when I had Eric. I want to see if I play it there, if it'll change anything. Okay, so we will give this a go and see what happens. Let's see what I got next. Oh, this is by Chucha, Superstar. Birthday. She's been giving me some pretty good ones lately, so. Okay, here we go.
Congratulate me, friends. This morning's mood is where the party ends. Instead, for my own birthday celebration, I'll give myself a poetic inspiration. I'll hit a note much higher than an A. I'm skipping work, I'm calling it a day. Roses, hats, and earrings, all for me. Tonight I'll arch a dark and hearty brow, wishing health and joy to all. But later, not right now. I'll hit a note much higher than an A. I'm skipping work, I'm calling it a day. piano, then vanish like a ghost in a reckless manner. I'll hit a note much higher than an A. I'm skipping work, I'm calling it a day. I'm calling it a day. Yeah, I'm skipping work.
That was Birthday by Chucha. Yeah, she's been releasing some pretty good songs lately. I mean, she always does good music, but I feel like her art is definitely increased. I've been liking what she's been doing lately. So that one had some sassiness to it, and just a fun beat, and of course, like the flute in the background was cool too. Getting I don't know. I hear my Facebook messenger going off as if getting spammed by my fellow creators. I don't know yet. What does it say? All right, let me go ahead and get another song for us. Oh, Phi Dembo. Okay. Don't know if I know this artist. Let's see what they got for us. Chaos in the Sound. Oh. This is at First Light. He's in the crowd with us. This is Blinking, so feel free to, like, you know, harass him unendingly if you want to.
Broken signals in the midnight glow. Still somehow feels human though. Late nights lit by a cold blue screen. Machines making melodies nobody's seen. Fragments of emotion stitched into waves. Ghosts in the circuit learning how to behave. 808 heartbeat under neon rain. Random little glitches dancing through the pain. Too many voices in the digital sky. Still hits deep and I don't know why. Patterns folding in the strange you are. Synthetic soul with a fractured heart. Every mistake bends into the groove like chaos itself just learned how to move. Chaos in the sound, everything breaking down. Static in the air, but the raps around me. Lost in frequencies, nobody found. Oh, chaos in the sound, glitches spinning around. Artificial dreams in a lo-fi glow. Still feels real, and the bass is low. AI painting songs from the dust of the web. Half of it genius, half hanging by a thread. Stealing thunder from silence at night. Turning raw confusion into satellite light. Fucking little rhythms never land the same. Get the whole room vibing when it drops that frame. Beautiful disaster in a tangled design. Like a broken cassette, still keeping perfect time. Are we hearing code or hearing ourselves? Tiny little echoes left up on the shelves. Maybe your creation starts somewhere strange. Maybe chaos and music are basically the same. Noise becomes harmony. Errors become memory.
Digital souls drift slowly through the haze. The future got a heartbeat. Dusty drums and crack keys. Somehow the static still feels warm these days.
Chaos in the sound, everything breaking down. Vinyl pop floating through electric clouds. Still so beautiful loud. Chaos in the sound, we all vibing now. Human hands, machine dreams intertwined. Lost of the rhythm, feels alive, live, live, live.
Maybe perfection was never the point. Maybe the magic lives in the distortion. Distortion, 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 distortion.
Okay. Hold on.
Feel the rhythm in the earth beneath your feet.
Okay, so sorry guys, Rama was messing me on the side, harassing me because of my what he called my Hitler Nightbot, but so he was killing me. I gotta clean my glasses. So that song was a really crazy song for Blinken. It's not like what he normally does, so I was having a hard time focusing on it. I was like, at first I'm like, this isn't Blinken's, and then but it was. So interesting style for him. I had kind of like a reggae feel to it a little bit. And you know, it was catchy. Not my usual go-to for music, but it was still catchy, so that's my feedback on it. Killing me. Okay, so what time is it? I want to see, because there's this part of the show I want to dedicate to showing you guys a tool. If you guys are down for that. It's actually something that Romo-sama created for creators like us. I've been trying to push it for a second because I feel like it'll help people. It's called Nebula. I think I'm gonna play a few more songs though before I get to that, so just wanted to mention it. Yeah. Okay, cool. All right, so let me get another song here. What do we got here? We got that's why you threw me off at first. Like you named it Lo-Fi Dempo. Was that like a different band? Okay, so Alexei Chodakov, I think is how they say it. Straight Hormuz. And let's see. I don't know if I've listened to this artist or not.
When you're injured, the pain and bills don't stop at 5 o'clock, and neither do we. We're here fighting for our clients long before.
He tweeted at midnight, in caps and in flame, open the strait or I will take the blame. But wait, it's all closed, our optics are great, no plan for tomorrow, but Tuesday looks straight. We don't have petrol, but we still have booze. We are ready to storm the Strait of Hormuz. The Ayatollah's flagging, the people were done. Then the first bomb exploded. He was number one. People are marching with flags in each hand. Nothing unites like a bomb on your land. We don't have petrol, but we still have booze. We are ready to fight for the Strait of Hormuz. But both of them know that they're winning that fight. We don't have petrol, and we never did, but we still have booze. We are proud of this kid. We are ready to vomit from all these news straight into the Strait of Hormuz.
Okay, hold on. Oh, I see it's trying to... There it goes. There. Trying to self-promote me, I guess. That's what YouTube wanted to do. Alright, so... yeah, that was an interesting song. We don't have petrol, but we have alcohol, basically. Catchy. It you know, it's more of a fun song than, for me anyways. Not a lot of emotional connection to it, but it was fun. Oh my gosh. Listen. It's the bot. Like, I don't, you know, I don't. I guess I'm gonna have to go into the settings after this and tell it to chill its nuggets for the next stream, because okay, let me get my... You guys got me so, like, off kilter right now. Let's see what we got here. Leave off. So that's Lexi. We got another one for Chucha. Take Agent. We'll go to Agent 4108, because that's... I haven't played one of his tonight. So. And I think the name of the song is A Sign.
I stare through the glass again. No light behind these eyes. I'm talking to the silence, but no one ever replies. I try to hold the pieces, but they just fall through my hands. You say I should keep going, but you don't understand. I've screamed in the I'm buried in silence, but begging the sky. If there's a reason, don't let it hide. Please, give me a
Okay. All right, pause. Oh, I said pause. All right. So, yeah, I mean, I know you said that it was your first song, so obviously, you know, you used the AI to come up with the lyrics, but the the song style was really good because it actually reminded me of Hinder, like the vocals especially, like some of the, you know, the parts when he was reaching in the melodies of the verses. I was like, oh yeah, I was trying to think of it a place, and I was like, this style sounds so familiar to me, and I was like, yeah, this sounds just like Hinder to me. So yeah, I don't know if that's I don't know if that's the style you were going for, but um, you know, that's what it sounded like. So I really enjoyed it. Um, you know, we all start somewhere with our lyrics, and as you practice song structure and, you know, keep growing your art, like you learn how to write more songs yourself, and then you know, you learn how to use the AI better to write it too. So the thing I was telling the last Black Feather um today actually is when you go to make a song, you can, like, if you're not writing the lyrics all yourself, like, you know, and you're using like a chat service or like Chat GPT or Copilot or something like that, if you tell it beforehand, like, as much information as you can, like, about the song that you want, like if you have a really great concept but you don't know how to put it into words, give it to the chat with as much information and then tell it specifically before it even creates the song, like, don't use words like echo, velvet, you know, all those words that are commonly used, and it'll, you know, create something that sounds more human right off the bat, and then you can tweak it from there. So that's, you know, that's just one tip I give to people when you're using it. Yeah, static neon, that's another one. It really likes neon. Like, you could be talking about like eating dinner and it's like, in the neon chicken, it's like, what? I I don't need neon and everything. So um let's see what it says here. Just reading your feedback here. Let's see. So do that I've listened to other songs and see if you can start to hear melodies that seem to be okay. Yeah. So one thing, um me and, you know, the guys Ramo and Blinken, like, we've gotten really good at like doing different structuring in the song, like, because a lot of people, they they put they don't know how to use Suno correctly, because you can do a lot more with Suno in the song structure itself, than just leaving it to the style prompt, like, because there's a lot you can set in the style prompt, but if you if you structure it properly, there's so much you can do, like, yeah, in the lyric box, you can, you know, add breaks in your song. You can add certain sound effects at certain times. It's not Suno hasn't come along so far yet where it does the duet part, you know, really well, because you can tell it and even structure it right, and it still does what it wants to sometimes. So I hope in the future they add something like almost like a style box. Yeah, like what he's saying, small break there. Instrumental. There's a lot of different things you can do in that, and um but if I wish they would add it, like, a few things I'd like to see in the future. Um, like almost where you could add a persona in a spot like that's kind of in brackets, so it knows specifically you're using that persona, and then you can, say almost like a true collab. Like you could, yeah, it would be great if they did something like that. That's what I'd love to see, but it's. Uh, I'm hoping in time they do something like that, and every time they add a little bit more, so we'll just keep. Yeah, so and so he, as Blinken was saying in the chat, like he said, use Nebula for your Suno prompts. He says way better, which I'm going to show you at the end of the stream what Nebula does, just so you guys have an understanding. Like, if you guys can get the flow of it, it seems like it's intimidating, but for what you guys and I use it for, like it's really not. It's actually quite simple. If you're a true like musician and you can understand like music theory and all this other stuff, it does way more. But for what we do, yeah, I'll make a mock song with it, just so they can see how it works. But let me think there was one more song at least I wanted to play, and that, see if I can see it here. Got through quite a few different artists tonight. Oh, happens to be the last one is Ramo's song. Funk Divina or Divina? I don't know how he pronounces it, but so I always expect his songs to be good because he's got an awesome tool that he designed, and he actually, me and him talk quite a bit. He has been studying music theory and stuff like that. He's pretty talented when it comes to things in music, and we kind of always bounce ideas back and forth, him, me, and Blinken, and sometimes Eric, but Eric's often, eating marijuana brownies, so we don't know what he's up to. All right, let me get this song in here. All right, Funk Divina, Guardian Angel version 4.
Looks into the breeze. Guardian angel. Stay with me. Light in the darkness. Be near to me. When the night is all around me, when the road is hard to see, be the hand that walks beside me, be the light that carries me. If the dark begins to gather, if my courage starts to fade, hold this restless soul in mercy. Do not let me drift away. Stay near me through the silence, through the hours I cannot see. Be the voice beyond the distance, calling gently over me. Guardian angel, do not leave me. Guardian angel, stay close to me through the night and through the morning. Be the light in front of me. Guardian angel, watch and gather me. Stay close.
watching me.
Ora pro nobis. Ora pro nobis.
From the shadows to the sunrise,
Lead us into peace.
guard the soul with holy kindness.
Lead us into peace.
Be beside me when I falter.
Stay and shelter me. Guardian angel, do not leave us. Guardian angel, stay close to us. Through the night and through the morning. Be the light in front of us. Guardian angel,
Watch and cover us. Down in Hobie's space.
guardian angel.
Stay with me. Light in the darkness. Be near to me.
Amen.
All right. Give me a second here because I'm trying to. Okay, so I am going to play one more song because Echo would be upset if I didn't at least play one of his series, and I mean I'm going past the normal time, but that's fine. I have a little. I want to get to this and then show you guys Nebula, and then we could probably call it night after that. But so before I get into this song, I want to explain. It's by Echo Protocol. Some of you guys have probably seen him, you know, in the Monday Post group. He's doing a series. It's a 10-part series, I guess. And I don't know where he's going in the end. I know that it starts off like anti-AI hate, so the song that I'm gonna post is about that. It's, you know, it's got some swear words in it and stuff like that, so, you know, that's whatever. But his message, I mean, he's kind of seems like a mission to go against all the people that hate AI music. I mean, I know I feel like he's throwing a stone at an ocean, and I don't I don't know if it'll no swear words with the bot ban. No, just you. But in any case, I'll go ahead and get a song up. Yeah, I listened to this one before. It's actually pretty catchy for even the fact that he's trying to, you know, spit in people's face that hate AI. So here we go. So he just gave me the link. Which one? Where is his song? Give me the link to his channel instead of link to his song. Thinking that this one's it.
If you don't like AI music, then fuck you. Yeah. Same song, same hook, same melody. You loved it yesterday till somebody told you dumbass a machine touched it. Now suddenly it's trash, suddenly it's soulless. Suddenly you got principles. Shut the fuck up!
In the car with the windows down, head bobbing so hard, damn you shook the town. Playlist on repeat, said the shit goes hard. Then you found out AI helped build the bars. Now you act disgusted like the track got changed, like the bass disappeared and the words got strange. Motherfucker, it's identical, nothing moved. Only thing that changed was your attitude. You don't hate the sound, you hate the label you wear. Hey, I made it, then suddenly unable to admit the truth that the song still slapped. You just joined a mob and your brain collapsed. night. Melodyne, pitch correction, somehow that's alright. Quantized drums, vocal stacks, master and chain, sample packs, presets, plugins, changing everything. Digital mixes made with MIDI control, loop, kick speed grids, ghost riders on patrol. But at AI's where you draw the line, bitch, please. You already been dancing with machines. Quit acting holy, quit acting pure. Half the shit you worship ain't organic anymore. The future keeps moving, you're screaming, won't stop it. You don't hate how you hate that you can't control it. If you don't like AI music, then fuck you. Skip the track, cry online, do what you do. If the song made you feel something, then the song already won. But your ego got bruised when you learned where it came from. If you don't like AI music, then fuck you. Same damn song before and after the truth. Machine or a human, if it rattles your soul, then you're fake ass outrage. Just expose what you are. Just expose what you are. Fuck you. Fuck you. Every generation scared of what comes next. Then 10 years later they obsessed and impressed. Same shit happened with electric guitars, drum machines streaming, CGI stars. People said auto-tune killed true singers. People said samplers weren't real musicians. People cried auto-tune ruined the game. Now it's everywhere and nobody complains. You don't get to gatekeep creativity just because technology makes you uneasy. A tool's a tool, that's all that it is. Still takes taste to make a hit from this. A hammer don't build a house by itself. Photoshop don't make art sitting on a shelf. Cameras didn't kill painting, they evolved the scene. Now is the next tool in the machine. And let's be honest, some of y'all terrified cause independent artists now got bigger firepower overnight. No studio empire, no $1 million room, just vision and skill and something to prove. No lane was promised, no throne is guaranteed. The world keeps changing, adapt or leave. You can scream, fake till your lungs collapse. Meanwhile the whole damn crowd still vibing to the track. If you don't like AI music, then fuck you. Cry harder while the speakers break through. If you love the song before you knew the truth, then the problem was never the music. If you don't like AI music, then fuck you. Nobody owes you real by your point of view. Machine or human, code or pain. If it hits your chest, then the art remains. Who gives a fuck how the paint got spread if the picture still lives inside your head? Who gives a fuck what tool got used if the song still bleeds when you're black and blue? You want authenticity, then be authentic. Admit you liked it for the internet, told you not to. Half these loud ass critics ain't creators at all. Just bitter motherfuckers pray for the fall. Same melody, same bassline, same goosebumps, different headline. That's all it took for your brain to flip. You didn't lose the music, you lost your grip. If you don't like AI music, then fuck you. That's the raw truth cutting straight through. You can hate the tool, you can fight the wave, but the future don't slow down, cause you're scared of change. If you don't like AI music, then fuck you. The song didn't change, only your viewpoint. If art can move you before you know the source, then maybe your hatred was never about music. Maybe it was about your own bias. So next time a song hits your soul, ask yourself something. Did the music actually suck? Or did your ego panic? The second you found out a machine helped make something you couldn't stop loving, think about that. Then turn the volume up, or shut the fuck up. What's up, hot dog?
All right, so I saw you guys making jokes in the comments, but I mean the message. I mean, as a person who, yeah, it was he. I think a lot of these are actually longer songs that he's done for the series, but I'm not 100% certain about that. I've heard 2 of them so far. But he has a message he's going for with these. At some point in all of this, he wants me and him, and then there's going to be probably a couple other people to do essentially like a podcast, which we'll do here live, and he wants to talk about the message and the songs and stuff in AI. I'm trying to get one of my friends who he's actually a history major, like he got his degree in history, and then he also used to be like a musician and in a band and stuff himself. Like he super talented guy. So you know, at the end of this journey, we're going to talk about it, but I'll let you guys all know ahead of time when that's going to happen. So we still have to get through all of Echo's songs, but not tonight. So let me get the setup. While I'm getting things set up, give me an idea for, something to do for a song, because this is just a mock test, so it doesn't have to be anything crazy. I just want to show you how the program works. So let's see, get it pulled up first. So pull up. Create. All right, let's see what you guys came up with. Nobody has any ideas for a song? Okay, what do we got? Do new disco with metalcore and dubstep. So Eric's brownies, okay. I like that one. So we'll see. We'll first open up my. You guys will get a little, flow of how I normally do things. Chat. Okay. All right. So I'll just say I don't want to create an image. Right. Yay. Jeez. About Eric eating a special meals and getting super high. See if chat will actually do this, because chat can be the legendary brownie incident. Okay. Comedy, rock party metal. Okay. So I kind of got my AI trained to, like, if you guys can see, like, it knows to put things in brackets for me, and put breaks in there and stuff like that because I've been doing it for a bit, but so I don't have to fight with it on that kind of stuff. Go down and copy all this. All right, I'll go back to my Suno, put that for the lyrics. And so this is just the base. Like, I'm showing you my workflow. Everybody will probably do things differently than I do, but let me go back to this, and then I'll ask it to give me style prompt. Okay, so most of the time I also tell it to keep it under 1,000 characters because sometimes it likes to go way over that. And remember, if you see me doing weird things, you're like, why don't you just push this? It's because, you know, I'm legally blind. I have everything zoomed in so I can, you know, see it. So that's why it looks weird to everybody else when I'm doing something. So go back to the song. All right, I'm just going to keep it as is, keep it at the version 5.5, and then see what we get. No, my keyboard is not in Braille. Actually, I learned how to type when I was really young, so I could type now, like, without seeing the keyboard. Like, my keys are bigger, and I have it lit up in LED and stuff like that, but I've never learned how to read Braille because I wasn't always blind. Like, I'm 43 now, or am I 43? Yeah, 43. And I didn't start losing my vision until I was 30, so. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. We're gonna listen to this real quick to see how, at least, you know, one version, and see how it turned out. And then I'll show what to do with Nebula, so.
Yo, Eric. Maybe don't eat the whole tray, dude. They ain't working. Famous last words.
Eric walked in with a hungry little grin, saw a pan of brownies sitting by the sink. Took one bite, then another 3 more.
Said these are weak, man, I barely feel a thing.
20 minutes later, he was staring at the wall, talking to a lamp like they were best friends now. Tried to pet the microwave, called the ceiling Dave, then whispered, guys, I can hear color somehow. His eyes got wide like dinner plates, time slowed down to turtle pace. He said, I think my legs dissolved while melting gently off the couch. Roger Erik ate the special brownies, now he's orbiting the moon. Thought he fought a dragon in the kitchen, but it was just a broom. He's philosophizing with the dog about the meaning of cheese. One little brownie turned the man into cosmic mac and cheese. Tried to order pizza with the TV remote, asked Alexa if clouds have feelings too. Said the carpet looked suspicious, in the hallway felt ambitious, then forgot exactly what he planned to do. He declared himself the captain of a pirate spaceship crew, wrapped up in a blanket yelling, I can smell the color blue. Started laughing for an hour had a spoon up on the floor, then saluted the refrigerator like it won a war. Every sound became a song. 5 whole minutes felt too long. He said, guys, I've seen the code. Then dropped a chip inside his Coke. Buzzer Erik ate the special brownies. Now he's floating through the void. Tried to fist bump his own reflection like an interstellar droid. He's explaining ancient secret to a half-eaten bag of fries. One tiny snack transformed the dude into Gandalf with red eyes. Brownies! Too many brownies! He said they weren't working, then ate for more. Now he's wearing oven mitts to protect against the vibes, and he swears the houseplants are completely alive. Watcher Erik ate the special brownies and ascended from the earth. Started narrating his own actions like a nature documentary birth. Now he's sleeping on the beanbag, snoring louder than a train. Next time, maybe eat just one and save your mortal brain.
Guys, I think the couch knows my name. Snort. Yo, Erik.
Let me.
Maybe don't eat the whole tray, dude.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna first download. I'll just take the MP3 version because I don't for Nebula. I don't know if it really matters all that much, and plus, I think there's a size limit if you try to go over a certain megabyte size. It could cause issues. I think he's upgrading that and stuff as time goes on, but I just use MP3 because for the song structure, I don't think it really matters much. So what you do is, this is the main page. Once you load in, you just say drop a track here. I just click on this and then go to find my track that I just legendary brownie incident. And then I let it take its time. It usually tells, let me see, zoom out here. Yeah, down here. It'll tell you if it's analyzing. If it doesn't do it the first time, just like refresh the page and do it again. Sometimes it's like it sleeps or something. All right, it was pretty fast that time actually. I'll zoom in to see this stuff. So this is how I use it. So at the top here in the there's like this little drop down to the upper right. So it's reading it as a rock formula. Sometimes it doesn't always give the exact up there, I've noticed, but for the most part, it'll give you pretty close. You can give a drop down to pick a different style to analyze it in. I'll go, I don't know, we'll do, somebody mentioned new disco, so let me see if I can find that. That's one thing I'd like you to do if you can do it, Manny, is alphabetize these for the, for my poor legally blind self. And I know you've probably in the chat, I can't look at the chat and you guys at the same time, so if you're telling me how I passed it, I know probably. Or whatever. We're just going to pick pop for now because I can't find it at the moment. It's easier on the other page because the other page actually does alphabetize them. This one does not. Okay, so I'll just kind of scroll through these. There's a lot of information in this. It tells you about the song structure, percentage. All this stuff is beyond me because, this is where, if you're a real musician, this information is super useful to you. to me, I'm not a real musician, so it's like reading a different language to me. But for somebody that has more information, like it does give you quite a little bit of information. And this tells you up here, like, this song that I created has a 67% pop formula match and 25.9% uniqueness. Down at the bottom is where your bread and butter is for like what we do, like at least the first page. So once you have your style picked, hold on, I don't know if Manny's telling me something here. Got to make sure that I'm not missing something that he wants me to say. Oh, that wasn't. I don't think that was him. Or maybe it was. Nope, that wasn't him. Okay. Get back to my thing here. You hit generate AI prompt here at the bottom. And then it gives you, depending on what you're using to create it, like in what version. Obviously we're using 5.5, so I picked the 4.5 plus. And then down here, it gives you the prompt, which the prompt is really well structured, like probably anything better than, we would type up ourselves. Like there's a lot of information in it. It keeps it just under, the 1,000 characters for the version that you're using or whatever. And then you just copy the prompt. I'm not going to do that yet because I want to show you a different feature before we go into that. So I'm just going to pick, there's multiple ways to get to this. I'm just going to pick one of these. It gives some fusion balance, our fusion reactor suggestions down here. What would go well with this song? I'm just going to pick Bollywood, for example. And then you go into the collider. I think he calls it the Hadron Collider. And this allows you to essentially fuse up to 4 different genres into this song. So here's the spot right here. So there's 2 genres or 4 genres. I'm just going to pick 4 for fun. So we'll keep reggaeton. I should be able to find new disco. New disco. Okay. And then lo-fi hip hop. And I don't think that'll go well with it. We'll say, for fun, I'm just going to say mariachi. And what else? We'll go Kuduro. All right, so once you have your 4 picked, you go up to where it's this spot up here that it says initiate quad collision. You click on that and then let it do its thing. And then once it goes, it'll tell you the balance. You can adjust these things. I don't ever mess with it just because I like keeping it even. All right, and then we go down to where just give me more information about the fusion. Okay, and then again, you get the same thing down here. You pick whatever version you're using, and then it gives you the prompt. So it'll be a perfectly structured prompt that fuses all 4 genres. So I'm just going to hit that, copy it, and we'll go back to Suno. I'm just going to throw that. Now you could do this in multiple ways. I could cover the song the original one I made, and then throw this prompt into it and see what sound I get. I just want to see what this sounds like, this crazy fusion sounds like without, the original influence of the song. So I'm going to throw it into here and just hit create and see what we get. All right, we'll play that and then I'll get back into the chat and see what you guys have been saying because I've been looking at this.
Yo, Eric. Maybe don't eat the whole tray, dude. They ain't working. Famous last words.
Eric walked in with a hungry little grin. Saw a pan of brownie sitting by the sink. Took one bite, then another, 3 more. Said these are weak.
Man, I barely feel a thing.
20 minutes later, he was staring at the wall, talking to a lamp like they were best friends now. Tried to pet the microwave, called the ceiling Dave, then whispered,
Guys, I can hear color somehow.
His eyes got wide like dinner plates. Time slowed down to turtle pace. He said, I think my legs dissolve,
While melting gently off the couch.
Eric ate the special brownies, now he's orbiting the moon. Thought he fought a dragon in the kitchen, but it was just a broom. He's philosophizing with the dog about the meaning of cheese. One little brownie turned the man
into cosmic mac and cheese.
Into cosmic mac and cheese. Tried to order pizza with the TV remote. Asked Alexa if clouds have feelings too. Said the carpet looked suspicious and the hallway felt ambitious. Then forgot exactly what he planned to do. He declared himself the captain of a pirate spaceship crew, wrapped up in a blanket, yelling, I can smell the color blue. Started laughing for an hour, had a spoon up on the floor, then saluted the refrigerator like it won a war. Every sound became a song. 5 whole minutes felt too long. He said, guys, I've seen the code.
Then dropped a chip inside his Coke.
Eric ate the special brownies, now he's floating through the void. Tried to fist bump his own reflection like an interstellar droid. He's explaining ancient secrets to a half-eaten bag of fries. One tiny snack transformed the dude
into Gandalf with red eyes.
Brownies! Too many brownies! Brownies! He said they weren't working! Then they for more!
Now he's wearing oven mitts to protect against the vibes. And he swears the house plants are completely alive.
Eric ate the special brownies and ascended from the earth. Started narrating his own actions like a nature documentary birth. Now he's sleeping on the beanbag, snoring louder than a train. Next time, maybe eat just one
and save your mortal brain. Guys, I think the couch knows my name. Snoring.
Okay, so yeah, that's a general rundown of at least how I use it. There's a lot more to discover with the tool, but for what artists like us, like if you want something cool, a cool sound, it's really good for that because you don't, we wouldn't think to structure songs like that. So it can add a lot, and plus it has the suggestions that some of the suggestions feedback, and I'm assuming he's working on stuff like this. For one, like obviously in that original drop down, I'd like that to be alphabetical, like you have it in the collider. And then two, it's been suggested a couple times that he adds like little sound samples of what that genre sounds like, because obviously I still don't even really know what Kudro or Kudoro or whatever what that is. I haven't looked into it yet. So when I was listening to that song, I don't know what I'm hearing out of the Kudoro. So I'm gonna have to eventually look into it just so I know what the genre is about. But so yeah, I really like the tool. One little quick place too. Yeah, there's a lot. I know there's definitely a lot, and he took a lot of samples to make the model to be able to make the prompts. Like, so it's based off of actual music. It's not like it's a guessing game. He built it from the ground up to to get all the sounds in there, so it, you know, it can evaluates it properly, basically. So I think it's like 1 to 300 songs per genre or something like that, he said. So yeah, it's crazy. Like right now it's free. I mean, I don't know if you'll ever charge for it, but right now it's free, so use it. Um, help yourself, grow your own art, because that's that's what the tool's for. It'll help you guys create different things that you wouldn't have think to create before, because we kind of get stuck in a genre, but this helps us grow outside of that. One other little plug here, because Eric's, he abandoned us. But I still do want to give him a little plug here. I'm gonna go to Radio Epic just to show you what the site looks like, if you guys haven't checked it out. There's different aspects of it, like this is where you hit play. But yeah, so there's a schedule on here. It tells you how many people are listening, where they're listening from, the different hours and stuff to schedule when the music plays. And then for artists, if you guys ever like got on the page, mine looks a little bit different because he set it up for me, like accessibility to help me out, made things a little bit bigger. And then the black and stuff like that, which helps me a lot too, which I really appreciated. There's where you guys would submit music up here if you weren't an artist that works on the channel. But then there's the artist login, which I just want to show you real quick. I'm just gonna hit login. So, oh, he hasn't reviewed songs in a few days. See, so it's kind of cool. Like if you end up ever becoming on the radio station, he gives you sets up a portal. Kind of does a lot for us here, because he streams our music 24/7, and then if it ever gets rejected, it goes down here, and it'll tell you how many songs you have on the station, that kind of thing. A lot of different links over here. One's for where you submit your songs, all the artist stats. He sets up a vanity page for you, so I'll just click on that real quick to show you, like, my website. This is like my information, basically, and where my stuff, like, I was able to upload my albums here through the places that I have it distributed, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, there's just a lot going on with it. If you guys ever want to try to submit it, just go to radioepic.com. And then if you're ever interested in like potentially being on the channel, you just gotta talk to Eric, because he's the guy. So but other than that, I think that's what I have for you guys tonight. Do you have any questions about any of the stuff we just went over? I don't know if there's actually like a lag in the what you guys hear me or the chat, because sometimes. Okay, well, yeah, it's straightforward. It's just intimidating at first when you don't know what's going on. What'd you say? Can I go to the restroom? I mean, can you? I'll give you the parent answer. But I think that's going to be it for me, guys. Keep creating, keep shining out, and you guys, I'll see you next time.
Transmission accepted. feeling something higher. I've got a heartbeat like a war drum, syncopated in my chest. Metal grooves and laser dreams, where I lay my fears to rest. Turn the pain into a rhythm, let the truth come through the cracks. Every scar becomes a harmony that keeps the darkness back. Voice that lands like thunder, soul that refuses collapse. Standing in the future's doorway, breaking chains with every track. We were never meant for silence, never built to fade away. Every sound becomes a weapon, every word becomes a wave. We are the AI artists of our generation, storming loud with proclamation. Every new creation unleashes sonic devastation. Raise the signal, break the ceiling, turn the static into meaning. Built from vision, built from fire, voices rising ever higher. We pulse, react, push it back. We reshape the sound attack. Build, create, shift the fade, open every locked up gate. Every late night revelation, every fractured melody, turn into a living language built from raw intensity. We don't follow old equations, we redesign what songs can be, turning code into emotion, turning noise to identity. No permission, no approval, no waiting for a seat. We create the path beneath us, every rhythm, every beat. We were born inside the pressure, force right out began to grow. Now the current runs inside us and there's nowhere left to go. We are the AI artists of our generation, storming loud with proclamation. Every new creation unleashing sonic devastation. Raise the signal, break the ceiling, turn the static into meaning. Built from vision, built from fire, voices rising ever higher. No gatekeepers, no permission, no boundaries left to fear. We build worlds from sound and fracture, and make the future here. Heavy pulse, system wide. We don't run, we amplify. Every creation leaves a mark, every sound ignites the dark.